Chris Crane Jr. out of Canaan, Connecticut. That's row 3.
Row 4, track champion Tim Hartman Jr. in the 22 with 𝗖𝗗𝗥𝗔 in car number 38.
Row 5, it's going to be Chris 𝗖𝗗𝗥𝗔 in the 49 and the 88W of Michael Wagner Fitzgerald. That's row 5.
Row 6, Zach Buff in the 01 with Can-Am track champion Mike Fowler in the 410.
Row 7, the 2B of Bryce Briault. He starts on the inside of row 7, and on the outside of row 7 will be Brandon Gibbons with the 02.
Taylor Watson starts inside row number 8 in the 07 along with the 25 of Matt Gibo.
Then it's Cody McPherson with the number 6 and the 5J of Pat Jones side by side in row 9.
Row number 10, Gavin Isley, two-time series winner this year in the 18 with Nick Brundage, the limited sportsman track champion here at Malta.
Then it's John Miller. He picked up a win here during the season with the number 12. He goes from the inside of row 11. On the outside of row 11, he looks strong in the last chance showdown. That's Nicholas Root in the number 30. He starts in 22nd.
Row number 12, the 06 of Michael Coffey Jr. along with Dylan Grogan in the 34.
Then back in row 13, Taylor LaPlante in the T32. He's on the inside of row 13. On the outside, it'll be Craig Hooley with the number 98.
Row 14, Jessica Power in the 52 from Kingston, Ontario, along with Tyler Stevenson in the Fox 28 from Watertown in row 14.
And your final scheduled row going to be the 21 of Ryan Barrett. He will start on the inside, and slated to be up on the outside is the 16X of Savannah LaFleur. That should be your starting grid as they make their way by here under caution. Richie Peterson looking them over. Timing and scoring, confirming the starting order is the way it should be.
35 lap featured, Dan, and caution laps will not count. They'll be all green flag laps here tonight, and all starts and restarts will be double file. And it must finish under a green, white, checkered as well.
Well, Timmy.
Yes, sir?
The first belt will be handed out. The Malta Massive Weekend Championship belt will be handed out after 35 laps. The sportsman cars.
I'm looking forward to that one.
It's a pretty neat sight.
Well,
actually, just thinking about some of the drivers that get out and get handed the championship belt down there,
right.
It is something.
Pretty cool deal. One of the most unique trophies to ever have is a championship belt, in my opinion. Did you ever win a championship belt when you raced?
I'm not even going to go there with my belts. I never won a championship belt. I never came close.
Me neither. Sure. Well, the DIRTcar Sportsman Series is lined up and ready to go, and next time by, they are going to be in one of the greatest formations in all of motorsports, Albany Saratoga Speedway. Get up on your feet from turn 4 all the way to turn 1. Stand up. Send these drivers on their way, ladies and gentlemen. The Malta Massive Weekend, night number 1, the DIRTcar Sportsman Series. And Dan, what would Mr. Andrews say after this?
Fantastic.
Ah, yes.
Kind of missed that.
I do too. We'll keep the spirit alive.
Not kind of miss that. Do miss that.
Exactly.
Miss it dearly.
Well, they're back to 2x2 formation now. 9th time the series has been here. Andrew Buff won this race a year ago. Tim Hartman Jr. is actually the only series race winner in the field. He won here in 2020 during Oktoberfest, if you recall.
I take a look up there at the Albany Saratoga regulars up towards the front. D. McGrew, too. He started racing here as a young teenager and had a brief stint with the modifieds, went back to the sportsman. Got the Crane brothers there. They are young teenagers right now. both picked up their first career wins. Got Cody Mack, the veteran, call him a veteran, as we're going to go green down here to turn number 1. Green flag is out. Cars hip-hopping their way up here through turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. It's going to be Derrick McGrew Jr. showing the way down here through turn 3 and 4. They'll come around to put lap number 1 on the board. D. McGrew 2 leads lap number 1.
And McGrew to the point as they head up into turn number 1 and 2. Crane right there to the inside lane. Crane's not going away here in the early laps. Him and McGrew fighting it out into turn number 3 and 4. Back behind them, Cody Mack takes the 3 spot away from Emmett Waldron.
Down off the corner, down here into turn number 1 they go. You got a new leader. It's going to be Connor Crane working his way up here off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Connor Crane in command, the younger of the 2 racing Crane brothers. Leading the way here off the corner. Good battle showing back there is Dylan Madsen taking away a position from Emmett Waldron. Madsen now working his way up into 4th spot.
And a change for second possibly coming up here is Derrick McGrew trying to fend off former DIRTcar Sportsman Series champion Cody McPherson as he drag races into turn number 1 and 2. McPherson will get the spot. You can tell McPherson wants to keep that car down on the bottom. He saw the shower of sparks when he hit the brakes going into turn 2.
Yeah, Cody Mack now taking the 2nd spot away from D. McGrew 2. McGrew back there to 3rd. Then it is Dylan Madsen in 4th. Then it's the elder of the 2 Crane brothers, Chris Crane Jr., now going to work up on the outside of the 89 of Dylan Madsen. Crane trying to take the long way around here off of turn number 4. Chris Crane Jr. now going to be your new 4th place man.
And Crane's got something going on that outside lane. We really haven't seen too many drivers go up there and have success. And right now, Chris Crane Jr. making it look rather easy. He's trying to find the way by McGrew. And I'll tell you what, that outside lane is really coming good here in the last couple laps.
Yeah, it certainly has. And now down to the inside. Oh, a little bit of bumper contact there. Little banging wheels up off of turn number 2. The 7-11 of Crane getting by the 26 of McGrew. Chris Crane Jr. getting by Derrick McGrew Jr. as they come down here off of turn number 4. Chris Crane Jr., your new 3rd place man.
As they head down the back straightaway, Cody McPherson sitting there in the 2 spot as we watch the field head up into turn number 3 and 4. Look at the battle here. Zach Buff and Zach 𝗖𝗵𝗥𝗔. A couple of drivers mired in traffic. Surprised to see them back there this early on in the race.
They come down here, got them racing side by side back through the pack. TH2 now up on the outside of the 01 of Zach Buff. Buff down to the inside. Hartman up on the outside. 𝗖𝗵𝗥𝗔 a little wide that time off of turn number 4. Zach 𝗖𝗵𝗥𝗔 not able to keep it down to the inside, but he's going to power away off of turn number 2. Fending off the challenge back there from the 01 of Zach Buff. So Zach and Zach going at it. Now, here is Chris Crane Jr. going around Cody Mack. Got a new 2nd place man there for a moment anyway, as Chris Crane has pulled up the challenge Cody McPherson.
As they head up into turn number 1 and 2, we talked about that outside lane coming in good. And right now, Chris Crane Jr. has found the hot hand. He has got by Cody McPherson. I don't know how many times that's happened McPherson this year, somebody actually passing him. I don't think it's happened too often this year, Dan.
Now with 22 victories under his belt, as they make their way down here, the Crane brothers now run 1-2. The younger of the 2, Connor Crane, up in the number 1 spot. Chris Crane Jr. riding in 2nd. As traffic now around the raceway gets a little heavier, we're watching a race here where your leader trying to make his way up. He's caught the tail of the field. They're 3 wide. Now down here into turn number 3. Down low, Connor Crane trying to navigate his way through slower traffic. And now he'll find a clear track eventually as the 16 machine will go pit side.
Savannah LaFleur takes it to pit road, watching the battle again for 2nd. Chris Crane Jr. trying to find the way by the traffic and does so as they head up off the corner. Cody McPherson still back there to 3rd. Derrick McGrew still 4th, followed by Dylan Madsen in the top 5 as we continue to watch this battle here between the top 3 drivers. And looking at Derrick McGrew, Dylan Madsen, Emmett Waldron, they're knotted up for a battle for position here.
Yeah, as Waldron trying to get back up into it. He had lost a number of positions after starting up on the front row, but now Waldron pulling right behind the 89 of Dylan Madsen as they work their way down here. Waldron one spot out of a top 5 run. Now going to try and challenge Dylan Madsen to get back to the top 5.
Down into turn number 3 and 4. McGrew is 4th. Madsen and Waldron side by side for the 5 spot. Give it to Waldron by a car length into turn number 1 and 2. As we've got the battle going on for the lead, it is Crane versus Crane. Which one will get the better of each other? We'll see what happens as they click off lap number 20.
Coming down, look out, little brother. Here comes big brother around the top. Around the top he went, caught him by surprise, and now Chris Crane Jr. is going to be shown as your leader. Little brother going to pack it in on the inside. They got Jessica Power up in front of them as they come down here off of turn number 4. The Crane brothers run 1-2 with now Chris Jr. showing the way. Down here, 21 on the board now as your leaders work their way around. Coming back to 22 this time as they make their way down here. Off the corner, Chris Crane, Connor Crane, run 1-2. 3rd spot, Cody Mack. Back there in 4th is Derrick McGrew Jr. Emmett Waldron continues to round out your top 5 as just behind Waldron, the 89 of Dylan Madsen still trying to get back to the top 5. Watching Madsen go a little wide that time. Down into turn number 3.
Right now the battle is on for the number 1 spot. Chris Crane has had to go to the inside lane. We've been watching him work that outside lane through the entire race, but now he's had to drop it to the bottom, messing up his momentum just a little bit. Connor Crane saw it. Now he's going to have to go back to the bottom because everybody's been running that top side of the racetrack. You got to go where they're not, right?
Right now, Chris Crane working through some pretty fast race cars. Just got by Dylan Grogan's number 34. Going to work now on the coffee machine as they come down off of corner number 4. That's Mike Coffey Jr. as Crane navigating his way by the Mangino-sponsored 06 car of the Maverick, Mike Coffey Jr. And now a couple of cars between the 2 Crane brothers. A bit of a buffer, if you will, as they come down here. The inside, 10 to go. We got 26 on the board.
26 on the board, 9 to go. Chris Crane Jr. He's got a couple of wins already here in Malta this year. Would love to get his first career series win as they bring it back to the line this time by 27. Go up on the leaderboard. Chris Crane Jr. in command. Again, watching a battle for the top 5 spot with the 4 of Emmett Waldron running in 4th. Dylan Madsen still 5th as they continue to battle into turn number 1 and 2.
Good racing back here just outside the top 5 as they come down here. There's 𝗖𝗗𝗥𝗔 working down to the inside. Got Tim Hartman Jr. behind him. Hartman right now showing in the 9th position. 𝗖𝗗𝗥𝗔 just ahead of him in 8th position. Zach Buff rounding out your top 10. Here's we're coming up on 5 to go. Your leader coming down to put 29 on the board this time by. 29 are in. Next time they come to the line, Richie Peterson going to show them a handful.
5 to go this time by. Chris Crane Jr. with the advantage. Slips through the traffic as they come down to the line this time by. 5 to go. Chris Crane leads the way. Connor Crane there for 2nd. Cody McPherson still 3rd.
Couple of cars between the 2 Crane brothers as we see the 98 of Craig Hooley and the 12 of John Miller. Now Connor Crane looking down to the inside, not able to clear the 2, that time off of turn number 4. That allows Big Brother to pull out a little bit, and Connor Crane still got his hands full. Now he is by the 98 of Hooley. He'll try and navigate the inside line on the 12 of Miller. As they come down here off of corner number 4, Connor Crane watching Big Brother drive away here off of turn 2.
Chris Crane Jr. running the race of his life right now. He's got the lead, comfortable advantage, 7 car lengths over Connor Crane as they head up into turn number 3 and 4. 2 to go for Chris Crane Jr.
So 2 more trips around the Great Race Place as Chris Crane Jr. looking to pick up win number 3 in 2024. He got his first career win here in the Sportsman Division earlier in the year. He got win number 2 a couple of weeks ago. And now Chris Crane less than half a lap away from Checkers and notching win number 3. He's going to bring it down through turn 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is in the air. Chris Crane Jr. going to pick up the win. Connor Crane going to come across the line in second. Tim Hartman Jr. making a charge here at the end as Cody Mack dropping back. Cody McPherson, your third place finisher, the 26 of Derrick McGrew Jr., finishing in the 4th spot, and Emmett Waldron completing your top 5. That is going to be the way your top 5 finish. So the Crane brothers, elder and younger in that order. They've got to go to the scale area first, and then they'll make their way back out here onto the front straightaway for their presentation of the championship belt. Belt will be presented down here, and then our top finishers will make their way back here to the front straightaway. Right now, they're heading to the scale area first. Then they'll be making their way right down here in front. We'll have our victory lane ceremonies. Then we'll go to our Drivers Point Fund 50-50 raffle right down here in front, and the birdcage looks pretty full to me. Somebody's going to walk out of here on day 1 of the Massive Weekend with a big sack full of cash. That'll be coming up here in just a bit.
6th first-time winner in 2024 in the DIRTcar Sportsman Series. Chris Crane Jr., he is going to join Gavin Isley, Max Dolliver, Cody Oakes, Nick Root, and Eric Nyer. 6 first-time winners. So we're going to wait for Chris Crane Jr. to clear the scales. Connor Crane comes home second. Cody McPherson, good points day for him tonight, with Gavin Isley struggling towards the tail portion of the field this evening. Cody Mack able to extend that point lead. Yeah, we're going to send it downstairs for the 50-50 draw.
Alrighty, tonight's 50-50 ticket winner is going to be taking home $1,328. We're going to pull that winning 50-50 ticket number. We're going to reach in, see what we got. Winning ticket number is 230711. That's 230711. Second prize is a $100 gift certificate for AmSoil products from Clean Engine. Winning ticket number is 234716. That's 234716. Third prize is a pair of tickets to Hurricane Harvey's Brewerton Speedway. Winning ticket number is 234723. That's 234723. Fourth prize is a 1-year subscription to Speedway Illustrated. Winning ticket number is 207732. That's 207732. Fifth prize is a $25 gift certificate to the Galley Bar and Grill. Winning ticket number is 230815. That's 230815. And our last prize is a t-shirt to Ken Jewett's Transmissions. Winning ticket number is 207-792. And we're going to head on over to Chris Crane Jr. Head to the bottom of the tower to claim your prize.
Thank you, Mia.
I have.
Well, folks, down here in Victory Lane, Chris Crane making his way over as he picks up his first career DIRTcar Sportsman victory. Chris, I'll tell you what, man, just a great drive toward the end. That kind of, bittersweet. You ended up getting your family to get the win, but either way, you'll take it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely bittersweet because he's the one person that I want to battle for the win for, but he's not the person I want to pass for the win. So it's definitely bittersweet for sure. I don't know. I'm just shocked. When I got by him, I wanted to give him as much room as I could because, ever since he got to the big car, it's always been if we can battle for a 1-2, it's awesome, even on a weekly night. But to do it on Malta Massive Weekend with all the dirt car guys here, I mean, that says to what our program has been this year.
That outside lane really came together for you.
Absolutely. Actually in the pits, I was sitting on this right front tire right here, and I watched back last year's race, and I saw that Andrew Buff got to the front because he was pounding the outside, and I said, well, starting on the outside, let's try it. And everyone hit those holes in turn one, so I said I might as well try and go higher, and everyone went to the bottom, and I went higher, and it was there, and I just was able to keep my momentum up and eventually caught him. So.
All right, Chris, we'll let you enjoy this one, my friend. Chris Crane picks up his first career DIRTcar Sportsman victory. Connor's over here with him in second, going to give him a big hug down here in front. As photographers get a few pictures, Connor, we'll give them over to you quick. Connor, bittersweet, but hey, 7-11, 1-2.
I can't believe it. My dad said if either of us won today, we're going to Super Dirt Week, so I guess we're going to Super Dirt Week.
Congratulations, my friend, on the second place run. Connor Crane coming home in second, and we'll talk to the current point leader on the DIRTcar Sportsman Series who ended up with a big points night, finishing in third. Cody, another great run in a consistent spot, a lot further away from home.
Yeah, it's a 5-hour tow to get here, and first off, congrats to these guys, man. They're really good. It's pretty cool. They made a bet with their dad. They get to go to Dirt Week, so that's pretty sweet. But for our second time being here, I thought we were really good. I was just kind of taking it easy, and then the race ended. I didn't even know we were even that close to lap 35. But we were definitely just a third place car. I was hoping for a yellow, maybe just to see once everything got heated up whether we were good or not. But we'll definitely take it. And I really got to thank Rick Belante and my buddy Matt Williamson. We've been struggling on this series big time, and we had a couple beers on Sunday. Told me to bring the car over this week, so we did. And, he found a bunch of little things, one big thing, and I would have been here without Matty. So I really got to thank him.
All right, Cody, congratulations. Cody McPherson coming home third in tonight's DIRTcar Sportsman Series event. That'll wrap things up down here in Victory Lane. Turbo Dan, back up to you.
Well, great job down there, Mike Warren, trackside, as celebrations continuing down in Victory Lane. Full field rundown here after the DIRTcar Sportsman Series as the first championship belt of the weekend is given away. Chris Crane Jr. with the win. Connor Crane second. Cody McPherson third. Derrick McGrew Jr. fourth. Emmett Waldron fifth. Dylan Manson, Tim Hartman Jr., Chris 𝗖𝗗𝗥𝗔 𝗥𝗰𝗶ℎ𝗴 ninth. And Zach Buff 10th.